Hi, I'm Bob. Welcome back to our solutions to the exercises for the textbook Microeconomics Theory and Applications with Calculus, the 5th edition. We will finish the last 8 exercises in the capital markets section today. Let's go to exercise 2.17. What would the net present value be in solved problem 15.3 if the interest rate were 3% instead of 2%? The net present value of buying the team equals the present value of the expected returns minus the present value of the cost. The net present value is negative if the interest rate is 3%. It equals minus $50 million. Let's address exercise 2.18. The cost of the investment is $180 million. Suppose the new owners believe that they will continue to earn an annual profit F equals $5.9 million forever. Calculate the internal rate of return. If the interest rate is 3%, did it pay to buy the team? The internal rate of return is the discount rate such that the net present value of an investment is 0. When the investment pays a steady stream of profit F forever, and when the cost of the investment is C, the internal rate of return equals F divided by C. If the internal rate of return on that investment exceeds that of the next best alternative, which is the interest rate, then we should make the investment. The internal rate of return on the investment is 3.28%, which is higher than the interest rate of 3%. So it paid to buy the team. Let's address exercise 2.19. If the government bars foreign lenders from loaning money to its citizens, how does the capital market equilibrium change? The supply of capital falls when the government bars foreign lenders from lending money to its citizens. The capital supply curve shifts to the left, assuming that the demand for capital is unchanged. The new equilibrium interest rate increases. And the equilibrium quantity of loans decreases. Let's answer exercise 2.20. In the figure in solved problem 15.5, suppose that the government's demand curve remains constant at DG, but the government starts to tax private earnings, collecting 1% of all interest earnings. How does the capital market equilibrium change? What is the effect on private borrowers? Using the side-by-side graphs, we show how a shift in the capital supply curve affects the equilibrium interest rate and the private investment. Panel A shows the private sector demand curve for funds, DP. Panel B shows the government sector demand curve for funds, DG. Panel C shows the total market capital demand curve, D. The tax on interest earnings shifts the capital supply curve to the left from S1 to S2. The capital market equilibrium changes from E1 to E2. The new equilibrium interest rate rises from I1 to I2. At a higher interest rate, the private borrowers borrow less from QP1 to QP2, as shown in Panel A. The tax on capital lenders reduces private investment from capital borrowers. Let's solve exercise 2.21. You may have read that the Dutch got a good deal buying Manhattan from the original inhabitants in 1626 for about $24 worth of brass and trinkets. However, if those Native Americans had had the opportunity to sell the brass and invest in tax-free bonds with an annual percentage rate of 7%, what would the bond be worth today? Using the compounded interest formula, we can compute the bond worth $12,720 billion. Let's answer exercise 2.22. You put $100 in the bank. The bank pays 8% interest, which is compounded quarterly. How much interest do you receive at the end of a year? Suppose the 8% is the annual interest rate. The quarter interest rate is 2%. We can calculate the compounded interest. We receive an interest of $8.24 at the end of the year. It is slightly higher than $8, which is the interest if it is compounded annually. Let's go to exercise 2.23. Starting in 2019, the Golden State Warriors basketball team plans to start a membership program. A fan must pay a one-time fee for the right to buy a season ticket for the next 30 years. However, the Warriors promise to pay back that fee after 30 years. If the fee is $10,000 and the interest rate is 5%, and you expect no inflation, what is the present value of this membership fee? The present value of the repayment of the $10,000 30 years later is around $2,313.77. The present value of the membership fee will be $7,686.23. Let's go to exercise 2.24. You win a lottery. Your prize is either 2 annual payments of $50,000 at the end of each year or a lump sum payment of $87,000 today. You expect the interest rate to be 4%. Which price has a higher present value? The first one's present value is $98,076.923, while the second one's present value is $87,000. The former has a higher present value. Thank you so much for watching this video and solving the exercises with me today. See you soon. Take care. Thank you for watching this video and subscribing to my YouTube channel. See you next time.